Shalom, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, and brothers on Dung and Great Millstone. Salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother I, Banyamyan, here to share another lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be simply called Haste, Haste, Haste. Inspiration for this lesson came when I watched a movie on Netflix called The Silence, right? It's going to be a bit of a spoiler alert, but it's a very good movie, and a few scriptures can be extrapolated, while watching this movie. Now, in the beginning of the movie, it had some cave divers or cave, people who survey caves and stuff, right? They entered a certain part of the cave that was restricted or blocked for centuries, and when they pierce, I guess the rocks of the caves, some creatures that look like bat-like or gargoyle, small bat-like or gargoyle-like creatures with sharp teeth, was able to escape. But because the creatures, they were in the dark for all those centuries, they were blinded. They were blind, but they could see through sound, right? So those creatures, they escaped, and it's like hundreds of them, and they multiplied quickly. So they escaped, and they started entering into these different cities and stuff in the movie, and they started killing off a lot of people. As with all things, like sicknesses and diseases, kind of like how with the C-19, you heard about a few cases here and there on the news and stuff, and then as the hours in the day went, the news start escalating how serious the situation was with these different creatures killing people. And in the show, kind of like how they told the people in Tampa to evacuate. They told people when it got really bad, they told people to evacuate. But then you have people who wanted to stay and wait it out to see what happened, or they couldn't afford to evacuate. Same situation like with what happened with Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, right? So you have people who stayed. So the people who was able to flee survived longer than the people who stayed and waited out. So that brought men the thought or mindset, how Elder Apostle Tahai, how he coined this year the hopeful year, of Jacob's trouble, and all these things is gonna play a part in Jacob's trouble. Now in the show, they moved like pilgrims, right? They abandoned their home when things got really serious. They really had no thought for their house, and if someone would steal it or break into it when they left, they just left. They packed a few things, they jumped in their minivan, and they was gone, right? And they did it in haste. They didn't look back. And when I saw that, I was like, that's how the Most High want us to be. Scriptures talk about in the time of evils, be he as pilgrims upon the earth. But I'm going to get it because I don't want to butcher the scriptures. Grab that in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 40, because we are coming into some times where we're going to have to let go things, man. Wherever it is, you like, wherever it is you enjoy, right? A lot of jakes, they like their whip, they like their vehicles. They're gonna be in a lot type situation. You know what I mean? If your woman ain't in league with leaving, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to keep it moving, man. You're gonna have to leave your car behind if you like a particular job, wherever it is the job you enjoy doing, your career. you're gonna have to jump ship and leave it, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 40, Salakia. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 40 says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. You understand? When you're doing, especially like when you're doing battle, you're moving from trench to trench. You ain't staying in one position. When you watch those old war docu-series and stuff, those soldiers, they moved, especially when there's a sniper in place. They didn't stay in one place for too long, you know what I mean? They moved around. You understand? So we in a spiritual battle, we in a spiritual war, and Esau is gonna come down with great wrath because he knows that he has, a short time. You understand? So I'm gonna go into a few words a little bit. One word being haste. It says haste, hurrying, haste, celerity, swiftness, speed, need for quick action, urgency, right? So they moved, the people in the movie that left their houses and stuff, they moved with urgency. You know what I mean? They didn't stop to take a shower, you know what I mean, to run to the Burger King to get some sandwiches. They packed whatever they could really quick and they was gone, boom. And even in the show, when they were like in the forest, they found a wooden house that an old woman was living in. And while they stayed there, you had some marauders come. Some marauders came, right? Because the family, they had a daughter. She was like 12, 13 years old. And the people, the head of the marauder group, they wanted the daughter because she was fertile. So you women, you know what I'm saying? This goes for you to you women think that you're going to be able to Wonder Woman your situation, you Wonder Woman yourself out of these situation with these men. It ain't going to happen. If the Most High ain't with you, you're going to be taken many times over, man. And you wouldn't be able to pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, who it is, you know what I'm saying, you want to deal with. Alright, so they moved, they act quickly. Right, they moved, with urgency from place to place. They didn't look back. Right, another word I want to grab. Pilgrim. It says a person traveling to a holy place as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. Also a traveler, generally a wayfarer. Then when you go down, it goes into a foreigner, a stranger, or a resident, right? So they moved around. They were like travelers, and they didn't dwell on what they had before, right? Because they had their home in the beginning, running water, heat, air condition, soft couch, a refrigerator, a stove, so on and so forth. And they left that, and they didn't look back or complain about it. And even mid show, when they found the cabin in the middle of the woods, right, they had to flee from that because of the marauders. And with the Cretians, they operate by song. So anything more than a soft, like a whisper, they would hear it and they would come and attack. So the people in the movie, they had to live in silence, so they had to live as as pilgrims, man. And when I saw that, the spirit, jumping me to do a lesson on it, I wanted to do it some nights ago while in transit, but it's difficult for me to keep my eye on the road driving my truck and looking down, and reading and stuff. So I say, you know what, when I get off my break this morning, through the spirit, I just hit the record button and do it and stuff real quick. See, so yeah, man, we're gonna have to let things go, and all these things that's happening is gonna lead towards famine and towards Jacob's trouble. So we're gonna really need the Most High to help and deliver us and stuff in these last days. Lord willing, we be of the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? So move in haste, you know, live as a pilgrim now, man, not looking back. You're doing your little job, do it for the time being to pay your bills, take care of your family and whatnot. But it's gonna come a time, and it's gonna come swiftly, right? Where we're gonna have to leave these things, especially when the mark of the beast, the MOTB, it comes in full swing, you know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, this quick lesson now was edifying and cause it to fear the Most High, and to consider the times that we are living in and the times that we are about to come into. Alright, so Lord willing, this quick lesson was edifying unto the elect, and until the next time, shalom.